Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on S1R3 for round number 3. We're back in Japan. If you didn't see it last video in China, it was I don't know how to describe it, a bit of a tricky one. Of course, the car is a long way off from being extremely competitive, but it's going to work. It's going to work. We advance 2 days. No. Oh, I needed that on. I needed that. I can get it before. Okay, I can get it before. This needs to go on Weber's car because when we were driving as Weber last video, I mean it wasn't very good. So the good thing is we can assign upgrades. Oh, please don't tell me that was. I mean it's upgraded, right? Or is that just? So that's just. Is that locked on then? Okay, so that's locked on. Okay, okay. So so the plank. Okay, that's done. Yeah. Okay, the plank. So I need to develop durability. Oh, I do both of them simultaneously. Okay, so the plank needs upgrading. We can't do it for 3 days. Copy that. So the engineering improvement gets done, and the 31st is going to see a lot.
Fantastic news. One of our parts is now
Oh my
developed.
god.
After completing a single part, it will be ready for fitting. We can select which car to install it on. Parts that have been dual developed will automatically be fitted to both cars. Head over to engineering and the assign upgrades screen so you can take a look.
So we're going to get that one on. Get it to simultaneous. And now finally for powertrain, we've got that 2 in progress, which is good. Which is really, really good. So if we go to assign upgrades, the car is equal. The car is completely equal, and to be honest, it's not too bad. I mean, if we just look at progress history, I mean, Franco's car is not there, but it is, if that makes sense. I mean, it's made a massive jump um, as it keeps rising, as no one brought upgrades to China. So I brought upgrades to Japan, and I'm just going to double check that that's going to be done in 1 day. That's 9. That hasn't got anything, and that is 6. So before Japan, and we need to perform in Japan, otherwise our fan rating is going to take like a heck of a knock. Assignment progress. I'm going to fit it to Weber as we are driving as Franco Colapinto this video. I mean, if we go to that, do another one. So that I'm ready. I'm waiting for Mark Webber, and we've got nothing else we can really do, and we haven't got the money for anything else. Okay, I mean, that was probably the quickest. Fan rating did go up, but compared to others, other like results and stuff, where is it? Performance? No, it's fan rating, isn't it? You silly. It has gone down. So I need to make sure I get that up, as we're very close to an training point, which is extremely good, as we need some income. We need some income. Um, I mean, the message is loyalty is growing, and we're closing that gap. So again, another short one. I think that's just for research, isn't it? Yeah, and I don't. As I said the other day, I don't want to be putting pressure on myself to do loads of research. Get something done, because we've got upgrades coming. We've just got loads of them coming. So I'll see you guys for qualifying around Japan. And of course, I need to get that out me noggin, because I need to still select my driver. We're driving as Franco Colapinto this video, and I'll see you guys for qualifying in Japan. Right, guys, we're in qualifying for the Japanese Grand Prix and our second LiDAR track of the game. Of course, the first one being Australia, and this one we get to see the cherry bottoms. I probably won't because I'll be too busy concentrating, but you guys will. And yet again, Japan is another track that I'm actually looking forward to, as we get a little bit too much curve there. As it's not high speed corners, it's a little bit medium to low speed. Let's see what the pace is. Powertrain upgrades and get both of them done. And it's going to be P21 across the line. It's a bit of a meh. Let's just hope we have a good strategy for Sunday. But
with qualifying complete,
oh my
all that
lord,
remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Webber just needed that upgrade on his car. Flipping heck. Max Verstappen used to do a Red Bull 1-2, then it's McLaren's Lando Norris and George Russell, Albon and Sainz 5 and 6, Piastri, Kimi Antonelli, Pierre Gasly, Mark Webber, both kick salvers, doing Leclerc not having a good time in his Ferrari. Lewis, whoa, okay. I'm sorry for the reaction, but that is crazy, and unfortunately, yeah, I predicted it. Isaac Hadjar, 3.1 off the pace. They need to fix that completely. Need to fix it, as that's terrible. That's terrible. But I'll see you guys for the main event.
Welcome along to the legendary Suzuka. This classic racetrack boasts a long history dating right back to 1962 when it was first opened. Will more history be written here today at the Japanese Grand Prix? We're southwest of the city of Nagoya today at the unique figure-of-8 Suzuka circuit. 3.6 miles and 18 corners make up a lap here, with average speeds approaching 136 miles per hour. DRS will be available, of course, into the potential passing opportunity at turn 1, although the best place for overtaking will be through 130R and into the final chicane. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Yuki Tsunoda completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Russell, Alex Albon, and Sainz, Piastri, Antonelli, Gasly, and Mark Webber, Hulkenberg, Bortoletto, Jack Doohan, and Leclerc, Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Liam Lawson, and Lewis Hamilton, Ocon, Behrman, Colapinto, and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Well, it's been a long time since... Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out.
Right, guys, as we approach the end of the formation lap, Haas back down to earth with their result. Same with Ferrari, technically, even though they're quite a high midfield team. But we're going to go for 5 red lights regardless. P21 start with Franco Colapinto. It's going to be 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go. It's a good reaction time from majority of the grid. Not a good reaction time from Behrman and Isaac Hadjar. We're just trying to fit our way through the pack, but unfortunately, Fernando Alonso, as skilled as he is, as Lawson gets pushed off the road by the 2 Aston Martins, we just stand our ground. A little bit of oversteer there, and Behrman, Ocon, unfortunately, has to brake suddenly because the Aston Martins and Lawson are fighting. We get past Ocon with some ease. Look for a move on Lawson, but we haven't got that traction just yet on the car, and we get a little bit too much curve, and we have to seize and fight for another day. But if I do sound a little bit different, why we are not going away, I'm trying these two things with Japan and Bahrain, where I'm going to commentate over the race, and I want to see the reception from that. And I want to see if that's what people want. If that's not what people want, I'll commentate throughout the race, because I just wanted to make sure, because I know people like Arav do their gameplay in silence and commentate over and have replays. I'm not a big fan of the replays because I'm not a big fuss of what's going on in front of me. I'm kind of coming up the present, because as we see of Gabriel Bortoleto, we're not going to be able to see these fights hopefully for much longer, as we all want to be fighting with the likes of Lewis Hamilton as we make contact into the penultimate corner. We want to be fighting with the Ferraris. We want to see how the teams evolve. You never know, Kick Sauber could be 4 or 5 seasons time up with the top. But with DRS enabled, we are steadily in P16. Our teammate Mark Webber is keeping within touch of points. As he qualified P10, Yuki Tsunoda leads his home Grand Prix as we get past Gabriel Bortoleto. Still so much under oversteer. We're all over the joint as we come to the line, and I fear this race is going to be a harsh one to do, just in terms of the fact that you need so much traction when going through the corners, and it'd be a hard race, as we see Lewis Hamilton struggling behind Kimi Antonelli. We do turn in, but we turn in a little bit too late. Lewis Hamilton trying to make that corner. We make a little bit of front wing damage, but we have to go ahead of it. And with that, just adjusting to the new front wing damage, we go on the grass and the gravel a little bit, and Lewis saw the left hand side, covered that off quickly. But the tyre wear, if you just saw it, it's quite high. But I did notice that while driving. I just wanted to keep making sure that the tyre wear was nothing to do with my business, because whenever I check the tyre wear, my driving style changes. But I tell you what, the Mercedes is mega quick, and the Ferrari have got some great race pace. I have to tell you, just pass me like that. And unfortunately, yep, as I mentioned, the tyre wear is kicking in. I don't want to see it, but we're braking the exact same thing we were doing lap number 2 and 3, and we're losing so much grip into the corners. The car doesn't want to stop, but I'm hoping soon, hopefully by Austria, we can have simultaneous facility upgrades so we can get durability, aerodynamics, chassis and powertrain an upgrade. And yet again lap number 6, struggling for that grip, and we lose about 4 or 5 positions in the space of a couple laps just because of zero grip on the car. But that started lap number 7, same thing again. We have to drop down to 3rd. We do make the corner, but we just got zero grip, and Verstappen and many others have pitted in this lap, and we have got the 4-time world champion behind us. But I'm going to be a bit of pain in the ass. I'm going to hold him up a little bit, and yeah, I'm quite excited as well for Bahrain, as off camera I've not been doing anything stupid, but I've just been practicing, as we have a front left wheel struggling to come on. But I have been practicing with how to actually I've been learning how to actually research and develop off like camera in terms of watching YouTube videos. And yet again, as soon as we come off that pit limiter, we've got so much traction that just makes us vulnerable straight away off pit entry. We're down in P21, which isn't good, but it isn't bad either, as we make a move on Gabriel Bortoleto super late, but we do make the apex. It's our corner. We do give Gabby a little bit of front wing damage. If you did see, I recommend looking at back and zooming it down. You give him a little bit of front wing damage. Yeah, Yuki Tsunoda still leads his home Grand Prix, and yep, off again at that spoon curves. As Gabriel Bortoleto tries to make a move on us. Our ERS is crazily bad, and we get even more curve, nearly making more contact with Gabriel Bortoleto. nearly going into the back or the front of Behrman. Behrman, I tell you one thing, they need to definitely change the rookie AI. Maybe not Gavi, Bortoletto. Um, and yeah, we go again. No traction, no grip, and we're off the track. And I got really frustrated in the cockpit. I was just like, nah, this is just ridiculous. I'm getting really frustrated at the car. We go off again. And I was just like, for the second time this season as Franco, we're going to retire the car. As it is an absolute horror to drive. Absolute horror. I don't know if it's the circuit. I don't know if it's the car not suiting the circuit. I do not know. I absolutely had no clue why it's not suiting the circuit. But I retire kind of out of pure frustration. But it is going to be the home favourite
Well, I'm sure
that
I've seen an
wins
increased hunger,
in
increased
Red Bull.
desire from
Lando
this
Norris
driver this
P3,
weekend,
Max
Crofty,
Verstappen
as they've
1-2 for
performed
Red
in front of
Bull,
their home
and
crowd.
Yuki Tsunoda
Drivers
wins
often say they
his home
feel
Grand
extra
Prix
energy from inside the car,
and his
I
first
really feel
ever
like we
Grand
saw
Prix
that. We
win,
witnessed
which
it
is kind of
here
crazy.
today.
To be fair, especially how high pole he was in
We
Australia.
had drama from start to finish, but in the end, there was
But yeah,
only ever one that could take that
absolute
top spot.
amazing drive from the top teams.
And
We
the
are.
little man
I
towers
don't want to say
over
we're
the
close.
rest. It's the top
I
step
just
of the
don't think this
podium for
circuit
Yuki Tsunoda.
suited our car in terms of where it is at the moment. But Bahrain should. I'm just a bit concerned with the high speed straights that we could be quite vulnerable. But I think especially sector 1 and 2, the corners that's there, even though there is some high speed, I think we can definitely counteract that with some great traction. As there's not a lot of traction in Japan, it's just that first sector of the lap. If you don't hook it up, your
Well,
lap's
that was
ruined,
certainly an
and
exciting
it's
weekend of
bad
Formula One.
day in the
Be
office.
sure to join
But
us
Yuki
for more
Tsunoda, Max
exciting
Verstappen,
Formula One
Lando Norris,
action
Alex
very
Albon
soon.
dragging that Williams again, Pierre Gasly, Hulkenberg, Sainz up there again, and then it's Russell, Piastri, Kimi Antonelli, Alonso, Ocon, Hamilton doing, Webber goes down 5 places, Lance Stroll, Liam Lawson, Hadjar, Behrman, Bortoletto, and Charles Leclerc DNF'd with 3 laps to go after us. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys for the Bahrain GP. Let's go.